Hi, Teresa. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you very much for the invitation and for the opportunity. I'm very pleased to join you also today.
CUTS is organizing its flagship event, the 7th Biennial Competition Regulation and Development Conference on 16th and 17th of November. And as you are one of our esteemed speakers and someone who's had a long-term association with CUTS, what, according to you, can be the building blocks for any inclusive and resilient economy, which is also the theme for the biennial of this year and its relevance in today's world?
Well, thank you very much. I think the topic could not be more relevant and more timely. I think, to put it very briefly, I could say that market access, strong institutions that will be in charge of market monitoring and law enforcement are extremely important. But this means to say that governments and governmental bodies also need to have a concern and a commitment to work in coordination in order for this inclusive and resilient economic recovery. So I think it's a combination of strong public policies, of course, focusing in access, in providing opportunities, in ensuring fairness and transparency in the markets, but also hearing from civil society and especially really committing to coordinate, to work together. Coming from a member state myself, I know that challenges regarding coordination start at national level, and of course, engaging internationally, because that's why multilateral and international institutions exist. And of course, coming from the UN, as you can imagine, international cooperation is at the core of our work. And we see a lot of advantages and opportunities, especially for the less developed, especially for the smallest countries, especially for those who were more severely hit by the pandemic.
That was really interesting to understand. And as you've had an extensive understanding of competition law and policy, since in the past, UNCTAD has called for greater international collaboration for effective competition law enforcement and to protect consumers from becoming more and more vulnerable. How do you see that happening to enable equitable and inclusive recovery?
We definitely saw how competition law and policy is crucial for the economic recovery, since throughout the pandemic so far, so we have 1.5 years already, we saw competition authorities as consumer protection agencies being at the forefront of the public response to the disruptive markets and other unexpected events, so to speak, that were brought up by the pandemic.
I understand, and I hope the governments across the globe hear to what we are saying today, and we move across the globe to have a sustainable and inclusive growth for all countries and not just a few across the board. It was a pleasure speaking with you today, Teresa.